Hello, sports fans, and welcome to the Scott Sports 101, Browns 101, an NFL early games pregame show, an NFL late games postgame show season premiere. Well, new coach, a new system, a new season, but it's the same old story. The Browns once again could not end their skid of opening day losses as they were blown out by the Baltimore Ravens by the final score of 38-6 at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. It was not a good opening day for Baker Mayfield and the Browns. The Browns had too many mistakes and way too many turnovers in this game today. The Ravens just had this game in control from the get-go, and it was also the debut of Browns rookie head coach Kevin Stefanski. Now, the defense looked hopeless. The offense made a few good plays under Kevin Stefanski, and it seemed like the only good plays out of that came from Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb. And David Njoku scored the Browns' only touchdown, and Austin Seibert missed the Browns' only field goal. And the turnovers are what did the Browns in. The Browns had only one touchdown, and David Njoku scored it in the first quarter in this game today. But the mistakes and turnovers really did the Browns in as they lose on opening day. Mayfield was 21 of 39 passing for 189 yards and had one touchdown. First quarter, the Ravens kicked a field goal because the Browns had turned over the ball. It was a turnover, and they kicked the field goal. It was 3-0. And it was 3-0 Ravens. And excuse me. And then the Browns had fumbled the ball, and then the Ravens got it back, and then the Ravens scored their first touchdown of the game. It was 10-0 Ravens. And then the Browns finally scored a touchdown thanks to David Njoku, who ran the ball in for the 20-yard score, and it was 10-6 Baltimore at the end of the first quarter. The Browns had a missed field goal attempt in the second quarter. Austin Seibert missed that field goal, went wide right, and the Browns just didn't do anything right today. They just were not prepared for this game. And the Ravens scored another touchdown, and that was Mark Andrews who scored it, and it was, I think, a 40-yard TD. And then the Ravens were up 17-6 at the half, and things just did not get any better. The Ravens would score another touchdown as the Browns had another turnover. It was an interception, and they were up 24-6 at the end of the third quarter. And then in the fourth, the Browns turned it over on downs, and then and later the Ravens scored another touchdown, and it was 31-6. And then the Browns they kept having too many turnovers, and it was another interception. And then the Ravens got the ball back. They scored, and it was their third touchdown of the game. Excuse me. And they were up 38-6. And the Browns had one final play, but then all the Ravens had to do was take a knee. But nevertheless, the Ravens win by the final score of 38-6. And I got to give credit to where credit is due. It's time to give out some game balls. I wanted to give them to the Browns, but I got to give them to the Ravens. Lamar Jackson, 20 of 25 carries and attempts, 275 yards, 3 touchdowns. Marquise Brown, 5 receptions, 101 yards. Willie Snead Jr., 4 receptions, 64 yards, 1 touchdown. And Mark Andrews, 5 receptions, 58 yards, and 2 touchdowns. So, basically, I had to give them to the Ravens, and the Browns did not look good in this one today, so they will have to regroup because it's going to be the Battle of Ohio on Thursday Night Football coming up on Thursday night this coming week. And I do not want us to go to 0-1, to 0-2, excuse me. I want the Browns 1-1, but I'm not holding my breath. And I was talking to my really good friend Matt Murphy, who I did my pre-recorded Scott Sports 101 Browns 101 pregame show on Friday, and he said he agrees with me. It was the same old story that they weren't prepared, and they did. Kevin Stefanski said he is very disappointed with this outcome, and my friend Matt Murphy and I, we both agree. They could have played better. They could have been more prepared for this game. And my friend Matt Murphy is like, don't hold your breath. If for them to beat the Bengals, they've got a new coach and a new quarterback. And I'm not holding my breath, but I do want them to go to 1-1. So we'll see what happens this Thursday. Hopefully they can regroup and be better prepared for the Bengals on Thursday at First Energy Stadium, where there will be 6,000 fans in the stands and at First Energy. But as my friend Matt Murphy and I, we both agreed that the Browns did not look good in this game today. They just did not. They did not look good in this game. And we're going to go over all of the early game action. I'm trying to have all of today's early games that were played. So right now, I just found the page. You already know from Thursday night, the Chiefs beat the Texans 34-20 at Arrowhead Stadium, and KC had that one in control from the get-go. And you already know the Ravens beat the Browns 38-6 at M&T Bank Stadium, 38-6, and hopefully the Browns will be better prepared for the Bengals on Thursday Night Football. The Buffalo Bills beat the New York Jets at Ralph Wilson Stadium to go to 1-0 and 27-17. And the Bills they had this one in hand. The Jets struggled a bit, and they just could not seem to get get things to go their way. In Minnesota, a big upset there. The Green Bay Packers shocked the Minnesota Vikings, who led throughout the game, but the Packers win it 43-34. And I got to give the game ball to Aaron Rodgers in that one. I got to give it to him. And I got to give it to Buffalo's quarterback as well for that one, for the Bills game. And the Washington football team, under new head coach Ron Rivera, beat the Philadelphia Eagles 27-17. The final score, and I've got to give it to Washington's quarterback. I got to give it to and their running back as well. I got to give it to them. And the Jacksonville Jaguars upset the Indianapolis Colts 27-20, and the Colts, who now have Phil Rivers, I thought the Colts were winning this one, but I got to give it to Gardner Minshew II, the Jaguars quarterback. And the new Las Vegas Raiders, they upset the Panthers on their home field 34-30. And I got to give it to the Raiders quarterback and their running back as well. I got to give it to their the inside linebacker as well to give a game ball to. And the Chicago Bears beat the Detroit Lions on their home field at Ford Field, 27-23 in Detroit. And I got to give the game ball to Mitch Trubisky. I got to give it to him. The Seattle Seahawks beat the Atlanta Falcons at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, 38-24. I got to give it to Russell Wilson. That's who gets the game ball in that one. The New England Patriots under new quarterback Cam Newton beat the Miami Dolphins at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Massachusetts, 21-11. And I got to give it to Cam Newton. I got to give the game ball to him. And the Chargers and Bengals are underway, and so are the Cardinals and 49ers and the Buccaneers and Saints. And the Cowboys and Rams will be playing this evening on Sunday Night Football. And I feel the Chargers are going to have the edge with the Bengals, even though they have a new coach and quarterback. And I feel the 49ers are going to beat the Cardinals. And I feel the Saints are going to beat the Buccaneers, and I have the Rams to beat the Cowboys. And we'll talk about the two Monday night games on the Scout Sports 101 Sunday Night Football pregame show after the late games postgame show. And that's just about going to wrap it up. So join me for the late game postgame show, Sunday Night Football pregame show once the late games have concluded. The Browns lose, not a good opening day, 38-6. And so join me after the late games have concluded. But until then, always remember, be a team player each and every day and every way possible. So long, everybody. 3, 2, 1, I'm done.